Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the tangle BOZ from Debbi Minero. Now, I'm sharing well, at least these two in a row. I don't look sometimes much past a couple days. But yesterday we were celebrating Deb's 100th tangle that she has created, and I think this one is number 102. She put out like 100 and then 101 and 102, like I'll write it, in the same very short time frame, and they're just all amazing. All right, so and I wanted to pair this one with Muka Pua, which we shared yesterday. All right, so this starts off with a big continuous S-shaped curve line, and there's a couple ways you can do this. I'm gonna share the main one first, and this, so it's a very, I don't call it a very I don't want to say wild. Well, you'll just see. Okay, so we're gonna start here. Broad, is that a good word for it? I don't know. Well, let's make this one go that way. Wide maybe is a way to, wide if we're looking at it this way, or tall this way. All right, so once you get this in position however you want it, then we're going to put some little spirals in, and one way to remember the direction you need to go, and I'm going to start here, is we're going to go in the direction of the curve. So coming from here, so you have that solid, well, I was a little close. That's all right, though. Like this. So this part is towards the solid curve. Here, we don't really have a lot of room to do anything. Let's just pretend if we were doing it. Okay, it might be like that. Now, on the other, no, I don't want to flip it over because she has these on the same side. Because if I flipped it, it would not work out right. So keeping it the same direction, but this time instead of going up like we did, we're going to go down. And you can do it in similar distance, within this space, up to you, of course. And what we want to do, which I didn't do so much here, is leave a little bit of room because we do have something to put over there. All right. Oops. We will learn how to squish the flux shapes in that section. This section, that section. Okay. I had something else I was going to add. Okay. Obviously not important since it escaped from my brain. All right. As I mentioned, we have some flux shapes or teardrop shapes to add. So starting here in this crevice, and whichever way is comfortable for you to draw them, we're going to stick one right in here. And the way I like to do them is I'm going to come out first and then back in and around. Now, you don't have to trace this over if you don't want to. It's up to you. And then from this, and we're going to hug like 3 of them right around here. Like I said, I like to come out first and then come in and around. I don't know why. It just seems to work good for me. And I'm going to do them the same direction both times so I don't have to think too much. And what's nice about coming out first is then you can more easily squish it into a narrow space if your spiral got carried away. Like that. Okay, same thing on the other side. I think I almost like anything with a flux shape in it. Like that. And then, we're here. We have to put a partial up here. All right, that's as much as it'll go there. Then, my favorite thing in the whole world, the line dot, or just one dot, whatever fits for you. And, so this is why I love it. Let's see, okay. any of them that look, particularly blech. So, and yes. So one thing that I like to do with this, like this one is kind of, is going slow. And you're kind of aiming for the middle, but make sure to have that curve. And if you have one that doesn't have so much of a curve, I mean, I have kind of made up a curve in mine, and it just accentuates whatever you've done. That's why I love it so much. And it makes it just adds, I don't know if it's just a finishing touch or whatever it is, but that's why, to me, it is just magical. Because actually, I mean, you look at it without, should have paused for a moment, without, and then do it, and it's just like, oh, yes. As you can see, I don't know, it doesn't take much to thrill me. Oh, but that line dot. Okay, then we're just going to add some orbs. So like right in here, of course you can add them wherever you want. Oh, and this one, we're just going to squish that one in there. And then we can put one right here. Yeah. I mean, honestly, you can add them wherever you feel like adding them, but this is where Deb has it, and I like it. Usually we do add orbs to the flux tangle, so I love the addition of them on here, like that. It's just perfect. All right, and then play and shade. Now let me, before I do that, let me show you the alternate way that she has, and we'll see if I can do it well. And it's more of an elongated, so like this is compact. This one, let's see, get whatever we can fit in here. And same ideas. So this, putting the spiral in. So I'm going to put it in here on this side, but having that curve go up to the top. This one is a lot easier to not interfere with the other side. Like that. There would be one then here. Oops, let's get that in there. Okay. And then here, right? Like I said, same idea. And there'll somehow be one over here. There we go. That'll work. And again, the same idea with the flux. It just gives it a different, a more airy look, and it just depends on what you're doing, which you like better, or which fits in better. That might be a better way to put it. All right, let's get these guys. And honestly, I mean, you could do the flux and the line dot dot all at one time. You don't have to come back and do it later unless you want to. I kind of like to, and I seem to do it without thinking about it. Just do the tangle, and let's see, this is going to start somewhere in here. We'll pretend like it's like that, and coming down. Usually without, no, I take it back. Without, depends on the tangle. A lot of times without thinking about it, like this, it's like I'm doing the flux shape, then I come back and put the line dot dot or whatever decoration, and then I'll come and I'll add the orb. And it's just one of those, it's totally up to you. And the one reason to separate things, if at all possible, is so that way you get the most of the meditative benefit that Zentangle has to offer. And that comes about through the repetition. Let's see, in this, we just need the line. There we go. That's all that will fit in there. Okay, so both neat, both elegant, and just amazing. All right, now for some shading ideas. Number one for me, of course, is putting some graphite where these come together. We'll do that first. You know, and you could put it on both ends. I'm just trying to think when I no, when I did it in my version of the step out, I just did it on the one side. It's up to you. You can sometimes have it bend a little bit more or look a little bit more bendy if you do both sides, but it depends on what you want. Just knowing that you can put it on the other side, you know, is kind of nice. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Another thing on this, well, I don't know if we might be able to fit it on here, but this, and depending on how much room you have here, just put little graphite at the top, and then we'll put it at the bottom too. And just get a nice gradient. Went a little heavy on that one. All right. It just adds a little something extra. It's just kind of neat, in my opinion. All right. And of course, that's up to you. And so here, same idea. Although, sometimes I think it's neat when we shade in a little bit of the spiral. Just like this, I think it's such a neat effect where you have, you know, graphite and then nothing. And sometimes, well, let's see, which way would I want to go? Well, let's do this. Just right here with what's left on the... I mean, and depending on how you do it, it can make it kind of look puffy. That's if you, well, I guess that would be if you did a big spiral and you put graphite on one side. But it's, you know, it's one of those completely up to you. And it's also fun to play. And so if you get an idea, just try it. Don't talk yourself out of it. Don't, that other part of us that likes to criticize. You know what, this one, let's see, I'm just going to put it here. I don't have a lot of room. But just sometimes just a little teeny bit would be nice. Yeah, we've got that other part of ourselves that just likes to complain and whatever. We just have to work to keep it quiet. The book, The Inner Game of Golf, calls it Self 2. I have The Inner Game of Music. I think it's by the same author, I do believe. But same idea. Anyway, it's such a neat tangle, and I hope you liked it. If you did, please click on the like button. And if you liked it enough to see more, would love to have you be a subscriber to the channel. Could do something with those orbs too. Could fill them in solid. I don't think I'm going to, because I kind of like this airiness of it, but it's just an option. But anyway, yes, if you would click the like button if you enjoyed it enough to see more. And in the description section, links to the step outs. Also, if you enjoy what I do and would like to come and tangle with me online sometime, we do it every Thursday. Well, every Thursday unless there's a schedule conflict, which doesn't happen very often. This week it is. But we do have tomorrow morning, and then that's it. But come and join us. Information is on a number of places. My website, it's in all of these links are on the link tree. Facebook page, our Facebook group, our Tangle Addicts community. If you'd like to be a part of it, there is a link. But after you click the link, if you want to join us, there's 4 questions you have to answer. I say this every time because there's always a bunch that don't click anything, or they, just click one. And so I just like to make sure to let you know. So if you really want to be a part of it, you have to do all 4. And it does say it on there. So it's just funny. Anyway, so I post these classes there. These are free. These Tangle Time sessions. I have one other class once a month on a Tuesday. I have all of the same start times because I like consistency. But Tuesdays and Thursdays, the paid classes that I do are generally an hour and a half or 2 hours. Maybe there's a longer one, I don't know, in there, but they're at least an hour and a half, and in different content. Tangle Time, Tough Tangle Tuesday are free, so come and join us. Check it out for free. If you really like it, just you can do the paid classes, or there's also, I have a club membership if you are interested and you really like it a lot. It's pretty much kind of an all access, except for our TangleCon, which is technically it's an in-person event, although we will do streaming, but it's a bigger, it's different than everything else. So, and I'll be getting that stuff hopefully posted this weekend. But anyway, we'd love to have you come join us because it is just so much fun. And we would like as many people as will have us come. we'll have us let us have fun with them. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, it started coming out weird, and I'm like, okay, well, how do I finish this sentence? Well, I just finished it just as goofy as I started it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and putting up with my goofiness. And I wish you happy tangling.